everybody. I'm Dave Robbins with Endtime Ministries, and this is your Prophecy in the News. I want to talk to you about a very interesting subject today, something we need to be looking for. It's 9 proofs that we are in the last days. Of course, we get called all the time, and people are asking, well, how can you prove that we're in the last days? How do you even know? Well, I want to go down through here today. I want to prove that to you today. Are we in the last days? Wall Street Journal on February 7th ran an article. It said that Doomsday preppers were turn the apocalypse into a hobby. It's all these people that are going around and storing food and moving into trailers out in the country and going living in caves. That a lot of people are just quit their jobs, turning this into a hobby, and this is what they do. And so there's a lot of people that are prepping for the end times, but a lot of people are wondering, what do we do? Are we in the end times? Do we need to prepare for this? So I want to prove to you today, I want to give you 9 proofs that we are in the end times and things that you should watch for that will let you know as you follow the news. So what are the 9 proofs that we should be looking for? Number 1, there's a peace treaty going to be signed in the Middle East. It's found in Daniel chapter 9, verse 27. Of course, Israel's prime minister has openly stated that the number 1 goal of his administration is to obtain the support of the international community for Israel's final borders. If you follow the news at all, you can see we're headed right in this direction very quickly, possibly by the end of the year. We've got to watch it real close. Number 2, of course, World War III will kill 1/3 of the world's population. It's found in Revelation chapter 9, verse 13 through 16. And, of course, the United States has 140,000 troops stationed along the Euphrates River at this time, which the Bible says is where this war will emanate from. So the conflict between the US and Islamic fundamentalism is not diminishing, but increasing around the world. So we need to watch this. This war could happen at any time. We see conflict in Syria and Iran. Syria is at the top of the Euphrates River. Iran is at the bottom of the Euphrates River. So this war could happen at any time. Revelation 9, 13 through 16. Number 3, the tribulation is coming to the West Bank. It's found in Matthew chapter 24, verse 15 through 21. Ehud Olmert has openly stated that he will withdraw from the West Bank, and this would allow for Hamas terrorist state, which will take over Judea, precipitating a bloodbath. So we really want to watch for this because this is going to happen in the near future. Number 4, the Temple Mount will be placed under a sharing arrangement between Jews and Gentiles. Think about that. Jews and Gentiles sharing the Temple Mount. It's found in Revelation chapter 11, verse 1 and 2. And of course, President Clinton suggested the sharing arrangement of the Temple Mount in July of 2000. That was 12 years ago. So we're seeing this stuff coming to pass right now before our very eyes. Number 5, a 3rd Jewish temple will be built on the Temple Mount in Jerusalem. It's found in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3 and 4. And I've been to Israel several times, and I can tell you that all of the robes for the priest, all of the tools, all of the implements, and everything are already ready for the temple to be rebuilt. Everything's ready. All we have to do is have that peace treaty signed, and we're off to the races. And they have actually said they could rebuild that temple in 1 year's time. So it's just ahead of us. It's things to watch for. Number 6, the Temple Mount will be placed under international control. Now think about this. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3 and 4. Ehud Barak, Israeli prime minister, in the year 2000 suggested placing the Temple Mount under UN control in order to give a sharing arrangement, make that the Temple Mount possible. So when the UN takes control of the Temple Mount, this will allow for the Antichrist to feel justified in claiming, hey, I have the authority here. I'm over the UN. I have authority here. And the Bible says that he will do that in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Look it up. Number 7, a world government is being set up right now. It's Daniel 7:23, Revelation 13:7. And have you ever heard of the World Bank, the World Trade Organization, the World Health Organization, the World Court, NATO, just to name a few? These are world government organizations set up to govern the world. And the Bible says that this will happen in the very near future. The mechanisms for the implementation of the mark of the beast are being put in place right now. It's Revelation chapter 13, verse 16 through 18. And on May 11th, 2005, President Bush signed the Real ID Act. This law requires every American to have a national ID card. And without this card, a person will not be able to hold a job or open a bank account. So without a job or a bank account, how much buying or selling is an individual going to be able to do? None. And this prophecy is foretold, Revelation 13, 16 through 18. It's being set up right now, the mark of the beast. So think about that. Number 9, the final point. The world community led by Russia and Iran will invade Israel at the Battle of Armageddon. It's found in Zechariah 14, 2 and 4, and Ezekiel chapter 38 and 39. And of course we see this happening now because Iran and Russia are already in an alliance, and Iran is the leading advocate of wiping Israel off the face of the earth. So these are 9 proofs that you can know that we are in the end times. These are things for you to watch for that are happening now and just ahead of us. And we want you to be ready. If you would like a copy of this document that I put together with more scriptures and more documentation, email me, drobbins@endtime.com, and I'll send you a copy. We want you to be informed and be ready. Thank you for watching today. I'm Dave Robbins, and this is End Time Ministries, Prophecy in the News.